No way.
Oh my god.
Headshots. Fucking headshots, bro.
I hate this game.
One on the other side.
What's good, boys? Number 5. Back for number 5. Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Cinco.
Anyways, how we doing? Everybody's doing good?
I'm feeling like shit right now.
Having a good night? Oh, why are you feeling like shit? Oh, let's start the podcast off with why you feeling like shit, Jose. Huh?
Well,
Because, somebody wants to stream on their own shit and do some dumb shit. So tell the beautiful people out there in La La Land why you feel like shit today trying to shoot this podcast.
well, first of all, I hit a new milestone. I told everybody on my YouTube side if I hit 100 subs, I would do the one chip challenge.
Oh, where's the golf clap fucking soundboard?
We surpassed that shit. Yeah, right. We surpassed that shit. Here you go.
There you go.
We surpassed that shit and we made 200. So
Damn.
I did the one chip and then I decided to do the little nitro gummy. So yeah, those two things are in my stomach right now. No.
So you did one for 100 and then you did another one for 200 and it happened in the same stream?
Yeah, because I was like, I probably won't do it on the same stream. It's like we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna hold off or not. And then since it was taking forever for us to load up, because everybody had to update their game, I was like, fuck it, I'm good now. So I ended up taking it. The gummy wasn't spicy at all. Like it had like a little slight kick, and then it was like whatever. But my stomach is like, I hate you right now.
Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy. But anyways, congratulations on the double milestone in one stream. That's good, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
You're making us all look like trash who try to stream on the side, but I'm just kidding.
I just got lucky, man.
No, but you're consistent with it. I think that's what helps you a lot, right? It's like we can't be as consistent as you can, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. So, anyways, that's a fun start to episode 5. Jose's ass is burning, his stomach is growling, and we're sending it. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about what's going on this week. So I did a little digging. Just kind of figured we talk about what everybody else is talking about right now, because there's not really much going on the military side. I mean, there is, but there isn't, right? There's anything that we would bring to this public forum that would make a big difference or really, key into anybody. It's just like, oh, the Army's doing this and blah, 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 and yada, like, stuff we don't care about. We're all Air Force cats, so whatever. Right. And there's I didn't see any cool space Air Force Space Command or Air Force Space Force, whatever the fuck.
No Space Force commercials.
Yeah, the United States Space Force commercials. I didn't see any cool new ones of those. I saw the same one like twice this week, but so they're still living on a dream. But so I saw some interesting topics discussed by both some streamers and some I guess you call them gaming news report channels or whatever, right? And it seems like the biggest topic right now is, I don't know if you guys saw the announcement, but Verdansk got delayed again. Okay. So I think let me just kind of talk about it, kind of what I heard and what I know or don't know or what was leaked, right? Basically what's going on is originally they had set the date that it was going to launch season 3. Verdansk was going to be back. Everybody was going to be hooting and hollering, blah, 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 yada, 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 right? Well, they turned around, Call of Duty and Activision and whatever, turned around and said, it's not going to be for another 2 weeks. We're going to delay it again. And there's speculation. Okay. So the speculation is they're delaying it for 2 more weeks because they're still working on the anti-cheat. Now, that's topic 1. Okay. Exactly. Did everybody see Daniel's face?
Hell yeah.
For those on the radio, Daniel made a face like, what the ever, right? Like, because
yeah, okay.
Because that's what I was going to say, right? That was my point, right? Is they've been working on the anti-cheat since Verdansk came out, right? Like since Warzone 1. And the anti-cheat's been, blah, 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 blah. They need to fix it, or it's working, it's not working. There's cheaters everywhere, yada, 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 right? And it's always a topic of discussion in all the the patch notes, but they never tell you like exactly what they did because they don't do shit. If you play the game enough, you know that they don't really do anything. I watched a couple of streams this week. briefly kind of browsed through them, and there were a couple people who got kicked out due to the anti-cheat when they got reported by the streamers. But who knows if that's better or
cheaters just find new cheats to.
Yeah, exactly, and that's the thing, right? Like, so here's my problem with the delay, right? So I don't know if you saw, but basically what they put out there was they made a kind of like an announcement about Modern Warfare 4 coming out in 2026. But the biggest part of that was they said that when Verdansk returns and they don't get the popularity that they think they're going to get with Verdansk returning, that is going to determine whether Warzone will continue to be a thing or not when Modern Warfare 4 comes out. So meaning when they drop Verdansk, if it's not as popular as they think it's going to be, and they don't bring back as many, numbers as they were at one point, and it doesn't do as well, then they're going to can Warzone when Modern Warfare 2 comes, or Modern Warfare 4 comes out in 2026. My thought on that is, how are you going to put onus on one map to determine what you're going to do with the game? That's just my small, opinion, right? Like, they're really putting all their chips in one fucking basket when it comes to Verdansk. First of all, Verdansk is a 5-year-old map, right? Like, how good do you expect it to possibly do? Yeah, is it popular? Is everybody talking about it? Yes. But the biggest thing that caters to Verdansk is just nostalgia, right? It's really just nostalgia. Everybody wants to go back and play the OG map. Fortnite has their OG map out, and that's kind of like what Activision, all them are going off of, like, oh, Fortnite OG did so well because they brought down the original map and they brought so many people back to playing Fortnite, yada yada yada. And I'll tell you this, I don't think Fortnite does as good with the OG map if there weren't so many fucking problems in Call of Duty, right? If Call of Duty maintained its popularity by actually fixing the problems as they became problems over the years, they do not lose that to OG Fortnite. People still play Warzone. People still play Call of Duty because it's as good as it has ever been. But nobody's ever fucking said that, right? Because it just gets worse and worse and worse with every season and every update. So, yeah, right. So my thought to you is, or to you guys is, and whoever wants to take it, what is your opinion on the simple fact that they actually, I mean, they tweeted this. They tweeted and said that Warzone come 2026 is pretty much being solely determined on the popularity of Verdansk in 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, so that kind of sucks in a way because I mean, yeah, I can tell they're basically desperate because it's funny you said that because I was looking at numbers and everything. October of last year, they were doing about 395,000 like monthly average users. Right now, they're doing about 245. I mean, it's still a lot of people, but compared to what it was. And then Black Ops 6 came out October, right, of last year.
Yeah,
October came out,
November, something like that.
and then December their numbers went up. Christmas and shit. So 400 and something thousand, and then it went back down, and this to like 245, which is where we're at now. So I can see why they're probably like, oh shit, like our numbers have gone down a shitload. And I think it was Drllze and our other buddy Archie talking about it a few days back. I was like, well, what do you think about Warzone and this and that? And I was like, man, honestly, it's like I haven't really played as much anymore as I used to. But I think it was Drllze that said, it's like if they would have just kept it simple like how they were before, like how Apex is, fucking PUBG, like all of them are like simple. They're simple and people are still enjoying it. Yeah, I'm sure there's still cheaters and stuff on there, but like they make the patches that need to, and that's it. They don't try to do extra fluff.
No, they're more worried about what can we add to the Call of Duty store to make money that way.
Yeah, bro. Like
some reason people keep buying that shit.
If they put as much effort as they put into the store every fucking week into fixing the game, do you know how flawless the game would be? Like, Jesus Christ. The packages that come out in the store on Black Ops are just phenomenal. They look dope, right? They come with cool shit. The characters don't have any like problems when you like view them and shit, but you go to play the game and the game fucking sucks. And this is coming from a guy who plays only fucking Warzone, right? Like the game sucks to play.
I still want the
Right now.
Drllze skins.
Yeah, like because they're.
You're part of the
But-
problem, Jose.
But,
I
yeah,
haven't bought them. I haven't bought them. I said I still want them, but I haven't bought them.
I mean, okay, I get that, right? Like when Brian said you're part of the problem. All right, I mean, yes and no, right? Because you're there for the part that doesn't break, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like, if you want cool fucking characters and all that kind of shit, go to the store. You're not getting anything else out of the game, right? You're getting fucking hacked on or whatever bullshit like that. And I don't know, man. It's troubling how certain things in the game work and how other things in the game don't work. You know what I mean? Like, we're losing emphasis on what's important. And I agree, right? And Dan, you can talk more about what Jose said and kind of explain your point of view more, but based off of what he said, like, I agree. The simplicity of Warzone 1, like, as soon as it got overly popular, bro, like, they started to do way too much. There's too many guns in the game. There's too many attachments. There's too many perks. There's too many things like this, too many of that, right? Like, it's just, I don't know. It's insane. So it's wild. I don't get it, because if you look at the difference between now and then, like, how much shit can you put in a loadout now compared to even back then? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think where they should have stayed or sticked is probably at the end of Caldera. So I think at the end of Caldera, like, the quality of life in the game was really good. Because after Caldera, I think that's when what was it, Modern Warfare 2 came out, and the new like DMZ, like, nothing against DMZ, but the new what was it called, Urzikstan?
Yeah.
You guys remember? I think so. I think if Urzikstan played how Caldera and Verdansk was, I think it would have been okay. I think where Call of Duty messed up with Warzone is implementing that that new tactical shooter thing.
The tac stance?
No, not the tac stance.
Oh,
like,
the Omni movement?
No. Like, the change, the huge change from Caldera to Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
You know how there was an actual backpack, and you couldn't tac sprint.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That whole thing, that whole vibe, like, I think that's what ruined or pretty much messed up Warzone,
Yeah, I agree. I think in a simplistic version, like,
Yeah.
or a simplistic way to say it, is that they didn't commit to the first game, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they release Warzone 1, they run it for however long they run it for, and then they look for feedback, right? Like, what's wrong with the game? What do people think that needs to be fixed? Yada yada yada, right? And they only did that for so long, and then they're like, well, fuck it, who cares, because we're coming out with a new game, right? I think the problem, and I don't know how easy of a solution it is or not, but I think something that could possibly fix that problem is you take the Warzone concept out of the game and you make it its own entity, right? Like, Call of Duty should be what Call of Duty always was. It should be multiplayer, campaign, and zombies, right? Because it always worked well that way. Like, you didn't have as many problems as you did. And then you take Call of Duty Warzone and you make that its own game, because that gives you an unlimited amount of space and opportunity to fix the game, to, you can put resurgence modes in there. You can put 2 or 3 maps in there and have people play different maps. You can play big map, and then that's it. Don't run the integration in the whole game, because I think that's where the problems come, because they're too focused on making sure that this side works as opposed to this side. Like, dedicate your own, team to the game of Warzone itself and leave that its own entity. And I think that helps make the problem better. I don't know if it fixes it at this point, but I don't know, man. I don't. So me personally, like I said, I'm a diehard Call of Duty fan, right? I don't think the game is doomed like most people think it is. They're like, oh, this is the end of it. Verdansk comes out and it's going to be the end of Warzone. I don't know that it dies. Maybe it does, right? Because if they're going to go based off of popularity, then yeah, I don't care what the numbers say, right? Like people are not playing the game who
For
normally, people are not playing the game for fun. They're playing it to make content and make money. And then they're also not playing it as regularly as they usually are. Like your main guys are not even playing your game.
Yeah, your
like,
main streamers.
Yeah, like your Iceman Isaacs who are making at one point loadout videos every day, right? Settings videos every day. Yeah, like I've seen them play different games more in the last 3 months than I've seen them play ever. You know what I mean? Like
TimtheTatman, he's all marble now.
Right. Yeah. Everybody's playing Marvel Rivals. People are playing Delta. People are playing Off the Grid. Like people are playing old shit. You know what I mean? They're going back to Fortnite, whatever. Right. Like I don't know that you can fix that popularity issue at this point. Right. And that's your own doing because you weren't listening to people over the last 5 years of what needed to be done. You weren't committing to the game that you created. You were just running it through until you created the next version of it. Right. And I think that's what kills it. But with that being said, let's talk about Modern Warfare 4 and the leaks that came out about Modern Warfare 4. So Modern Warfare 4 is set to drop in 2026. Like I said, the Verdansk thing and whatever, that'll determine if Warzone makes it to Modern Warfare 4 or not. Who really cares about that? Because like I said, I believe they should be separate entities anyway, so I'm not really worried about it. But here's my thing. Activision, Call of Duty, whoever the fuck it was, Raven Software, all those 25 companies that are all fucking making money, just sitting around a circle table, passing $100 bills at each other, slapping each other in the face, blowing their noses.
Easy, here you go, bro.
Hey, they're blowing their noses with Jose's fucking store-bought turtle suits and shit. You know what I mean? Like these guys. So they're going next gen only with Modern Warfare 4. MW4 is going to be next gen only, meaning that when it comes out, there's going to be a console that comes out around the same time, right? Because you're going to get basically whatever the newest console is right now and on. So a lot of people are speculating that, there's probably going to be a console drop like right before that kind of, those couple of popular games come out. And I think that's the first time that they've done that, right? Like since
the Switch is getting it.
Yeah. Everything's been backwards compatible, right, for a while, and now they're just like fuck it, right? So that was kind of my thing. Like, one, you're gonna base your popularity on
it's gonna drop their popularity for sure if they drop it just with like a next console,
right? So you're gonna base your popularity of one iteration of the game on what happens in the next couple of weeks, and then a month or so after that, right, based on the popularity of one map. Then you're gonna turn around and say that the new game is going to be next gen only, which everybody who plays on PC and PlayStation, or Xbox and PlayStation, are going to have to update their shits in order to play. Which I don't know how many people have and how many people haven't, obviously, but I'm sure it's a lot of people because consoles are pretty expensive as well, right? So I don't think it's a popular move by any means. Right? Like to say it's going to be next gen only. Like now, if I have an Xbox, whatever, now I got to buy the new Xbox just to play the fucking game that I like to play. You know what I mean? Like PS5 is going to be obviously behind the power curve because it's a Microsoft game. So Xbox is going to get all the new quality of life updates before everybody else. Right? So there's always that. But if Xbox drops a next gen console, a new next gen console between now and then, bro, like they're going to have an advantage of that, and that's going to kill popularity too, in my opinion. I don't know how you guys feel
even
about
though it is going to kill popularity, I think it's a smart move for optimization. Like I think it's easier for Activision to create a game for for 3 consoles rather than fucking 6 consoles, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, because when Black Ops 6, they had to make one for PS3, or no, not PS3, PS4, Xbox One X, Xbox Series X, PS5, right, and PC, and each one have to be optimized because if not, the other one is going to be fucking glitched out. So I think them doing this it's smart, but then not smart. In a technical aspect, I think it's really smart, but popularity, like you guys are talking about, like it's not it.
Yeah, and we know right? And that's what I'm getting at, right? Is that we
Yeah.
know that Activision's goal and the Call of Duty franchise's goal is not optimization because the game would be better. It's popularity. So it's weird.
Yeah.
It's just kind of weird to me for them to come out and say that that's what it's going to be based on, right? Because you're going to lose more people off the rip, and then maybe people will come back later once consoles become, you know, like whatever, PS5 goes on sale or yada yada yada, right? Things like that, right? And then they can get an upgrade to their consoles, and then they can jump on the game or whatever and check it out. So I don't know. I think it's going to be interesting to see just where it goes in the next year, right? Because Black Ops 7 is scheduled to drop at the end of this year already. Like, I don't know if you guys know that, right? But there's only like 6 months left for Black Ops 6. It's that short because there was I don't remember what it was, but last year they talked about what the timeline was for like Black Ops 6, Black Ops 7, and then Modern Warfare. So Modern Warfare, like I said, comes out in 2026, but between now and then, there's a Black Ops 7 somewhere in there. And I think it's in the holidays this year. I mean, don't quote me on it, but so like, you know, how does that work, right? And then Black Ops 7 has been rumored to be so Black Ops 7 is going to have Omni movement plus wall running, like Black Ops 3.
Oh, they're going back to the advanced
Advanced.
Vortex,
Advanced Warfare or something. Yeah, right. So like I
I
think
hated that
there's
game.
same. There's too much. There's too much going on that they're leaving themselves no room for emphasis on the problems in the game. They're just crowding and flooding the streets with new shit to distract you from what the fuck the problem is. And the problem is they can't get their shit together, basically, right? They can't figure it out. They can't fix it. But, you know, right now, like I said, there's speculation that the reason why, or there's leak speculation. I don't, you know, sometimes it's right, sometimes it's not. People go break into coding and all that kind of shit. But the speculation is that the delay for Verdansk is due to the anti-cheat. I'm telling you right now, if there's 350,000 people playing Black Ops 6 right now, there's 347,000 who are like, yeah, right. Ain't gonna be no fucking anti-cheat fix, right? There's 3,000 that are like hopeful, like, oh yeah, finally, you know, I'll be able to play the game and enjoy it. But all the other 347,000 are like, nah, bro, it ain't gonna happen. They're just bullshitting you. It's gonna be Verdansk is gonna drop, then they're gonna have all the OG fucking skins that you can buy for $24 fucking again. You know what I mean? Like, and then all the
skins coming back.
Yeah, all the old, and they're bringing back. Oh, and not to mention they're bringing back the Kilo, the Growl, the I think the original
That sniper.
AMAX.
That sniper.
Yeah, the AMAX, and then I think the original HDR. Yeah, right.
HDR.
So
yeah,
like it's kind of funny like how this loop works, right? Like it's like you create hype, and then you get close to the hype, and then something happens, and then new hype comes out to piggyback off of the original hype, right? So we're talking about Call of Duty Mobile. You can play Verdansk on Call of Duty Mobile, right? And if you haven't watched any of the videos that some of the people put up there, the Call of Duty Mobile Verdansk version that's out right now is what people expect is going to be the Verdansk that comes out in 2 to 3 weeks, right? It's pretty good. It looks pretty good considering it's on mobile, right? Like it's obviously going to be a way more advanced version because it's going to come to console and PC, but the basics of the game is supposedly that's what the map is going to look like for when it gets released for in the middle of season 3. But you know, they said the delay, right? It was, I looked at some of the videos that I watched. The delay came out and they're like, oh, it's not going to be till this day now, you know, unfortunately because of this, right? And then like less than 3 hours later, there were leaked videos about the Growl coming back, the fucking Kilo coming back, the AMAX coming back, and the fucking HDR. And I was like, bro, it's like how you can't help but feel played as a gamer sometimes if you're really into this shit. Like, you know, they're just distracting us with all this other shit. Now, if the guns come back, cool, right? But it's that whole like Call of Dutyism, the whole recycled content shit, right? Like We brought Rebirth back, and it did so good, but it only did so good for so many weeks, right? Then it kind of plateaued, and now everybody just plays it because there's not that many fucking options to play. That's what people don't get, right? People are like, "Oh, Rebirth is the best," blah 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 blah. It's the only fucking map that you can play that style of game. There's what 40 fucking people when you drop in. You know what I mean? It's fast paced. Like that's the only game mode, only map that you're gonna get that gameplay from, right? Area 99 plays completely different.
Oh yeah, because it's
You know
a
what I
lot
mean?
bigger too. Yeah, and
It's-
that's exactly like how TimtheTatman has said too, man. A few videos back, I can't remember when exactly. One of his live streams, like somebody brought that up too, and he was like, "Look, it's like, why am I gonna go back to a game that's broken? That they don't listen to the people to fix. Is like all they do is just throw on a loose skin. Is like right now I'm playing a game that's fun to me. It's like they listen to their people and they do updates, and the game is working smoothly." Is like, don't get me wrong. It's like when the new Verdansk comes out, it's like, yeah, I'm sure I'm going to go back and play. It's like, but don't expect me to come back and stay. It's like, unless they fix it. It's like, and I don't see that happening. It's like, I'm going to see myself playing maybe, I think it said like 2 or 3 streams max. And then after that, it's going right back to Rivals.
Yeah, but if the game's good or better, right, than the original version, then what? You think people stay? I don't know. Here's my thing. My thing is Warzone is what, 5 years old? What was that 2019? 6 years old, whatever, right? 5, 6 years old, somewhere in there.
Late 2019, early
Somewhere in there, right?
2020.
Marvel Rivals is how old?
A few months.
Exactly. That's the difference. That's the difference that people don't pick on, right? Delta Force is, I don't know. It's not as old as Call of Duty. We'll just put it that way, right? So let's look at games that have standed the test of time for the modern age. Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out what, this year, right?
If they haven't pushed it again.
Supposedly GTA 6 is rumored to come out this year, and the hype behind GTA 6 is insane. Okay, insane. I will tell you wholeheartedly, cross my heart, hope to die, whatever. I've never played GTA. Never. It doesn't interest me. Okay, that's the reason why I don't play it. Does the game look cool? I mean, ish, right? Like, all I see is like weird videos about like people like exploiting shit on GTA like over the years, right? So no big deal. But GTA has stood the test of time, right? GTA came out, 1 million people loved it. I'm just spitballing, right? The next one came out, 2 million people loved it. The next one came out, 3 million people loved it, right? Because they took the time to fix the game in between the years that the next version came out. Not months, years that the next version came out, right? You let a game hype itself up and then you fix just the problems and then it's good and people continue to enjoy it because the quality of life gets updated as the game gets played and played and played. But people are doing the same shit over and over again, right? Like in GTA, right? I mean, for the most part. So the games that are out now that are popular can look at the games like Call of Duty, right? And they can say, as long as we don't do that, we're going to be Gucci, right? As long as we don't fucking ignore the popularity of the people and what they want, people will continue to play our game. Call of Duty's like, fuck it, we made so much money. I mean, I don't know, but that's what I think. Call of Duty's like, we just make so much money because people still play the game and they still buy shit in the store and they still do this, they still do that, right? Like, who cares if we fix the game? They're still playing it. Now, I don't know if you can create such a boycott to where nobody plays Call of Duty. That'd be insane to see, right? But that's at this point, that's what's got to happen. Like, they have to stop making money off of Call of Duty in order for them to understand what the real problem is. And I agree with every streamer that has said that, right? Zealander come out and said, look, in order for this shit to get fixed, we have to stop playing. But we don't stop playing. Yeah, you're right. We don't stop playing. And he's like, the reason why we
don't stop spending money on the stores.
Yeah. And he said it. The reason why we don't stop playing is because even though the game is broken, there's still no game out there that's like Call of Duty, which is true.
It is, yeah.
It's unfortunate, but it's true. Fortnite is the closest rendition to a Call of Duty, and Fortnite is complete 180 from the way that Call of Duty plays. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just like one of those things, man. It's like it's hard to be a part of, and it's hard to sit back and witness, but it's like the Space Force thing that we talked about last week, right? I never in my life thought that I would see a new service created in my time being on this earth, because I didn't think there was a need for it, right? It's kind of the same concept. Like, I didn't think I would ever see the day that Call of Duty would no longer be popular and no longer be played, but it's happening, right? And it's no fault to anybody's but the creators, right? The people who fucking run the show. But that's what people do. People make money and then they fucking go on about their business. Somebody creates a good game, it runs its time. And I think that's what people don't understand about how gaming used to work before the internet, right? The internet implementation into gaming, right? Implementing online play, right? Because before, all you had was whatever fucking game you got for Christmas, whatever game you got for your birthday, whatever game you bought from GameStop, right? And it was a little fucking compact disc little deal. You slid that bitch in the fucking console and you played that motherfucker until you got tired of it. That could have been a year, could have been a month, could have been a week, could have been 5 years, right? But eventually, that game gets pulled out of your console, put in the case, closed up, put on the shelf, and collects dust. I unfortunately think that the current iteration of Warzone needs to get put in the case, put on the shelf, and start to collect dust, because they're just failing with it constantly. It's a constant failure, bro. It's like I wake up on a Tuesday morning, and I used to be like, oh shit, it's an update day, or Wednesday, it's update day, right? Hell yeah, let's see what's going to be fucking new, change the map, blah, blah, blah. Dude, I don't even play the fucking game during the week. I look forward to Friday because it allows me to give myself hype to like, oh, I'm finally going to play Call of Duty. It's my favorite game, right? And it gives myself enough break, or I give myself enough break by doing that, waiting till Friday, to allow myself to hype myself up to, hope that maybe, the game's going to be fun Friday night with my boys, right? Like,
Same.
yeah, and it's like I don't even want to play the game anymore unless all of you guys are playing.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I can speak on that because I don't even play it anymore. I mean, I played it religiously,
Yeah.
especially with you, and now
Yeah.
it's like it's not even really fun for me anymore.
Yeah, man, it's wild. Your cup is really loud.
Let me ask. I know freaking Stanley girl over here. I'm a Stanley girl.
Hey, the people that they're gonna listen to this shit on Spotify are gonna be like, "What the fuck? What is
Bro,
that?"
I've
while
been
they're
hearing
driving?
it every time, and I'm just like,
why are
there's
y'all
no way
barely saying something? I can't
nobody
hear
else
shit.
hears this.
Goddamn Stanley girl. So let me ask you
I
this
should
then.
have said something.
So let me ask you this.
It's all
So
good, bro.
you
Drink
say
your
in
water.
Warzone, you think that Warzone should be that game that you would put back in its case and put back on the shelf. So do you think if this doesn't play out like they wanted to in the next 2 weeks, it's gonna be like how Battlefield was? The last Battlefield that they created, and it was a battle royale, and then it failed miserably because Warzone was just killing it, and they just pulled it. And like it's like nobody even talks about Battlefield or battle royale anymore, and it's like Battlefield is just like, I guess you could say more of like open. You just go shoot, respawn, shoot, respawn, shoot, respawn. So like multiplayer.
I don't know. It's hard to say, right? Because Warzone, even in its worst, is still popular. Okay, so I don't know that they shelf it. Like, I hate to say it, like I don't think that it gets shelved. Do I think it needs to be? Yes, in some form or fashion, right? They need a way to put the game down in a sense and take a break and figure it out, and then maybe come back when Modern Warfare 4 comes out and say, like, look, we're tired of all this bullshit, right? We're not going to do, like, we're going to update for season 3. I'm just spitballing. We're going to update for season 3. We're going to update the anti-cheat. We're going to let it run until Modern Warfare comes out. Not really going to do very many updates between now and then, but we're going to take focus and shift it towards creating a better Warzone, so to speak, right? I think something like that needs to happen. Because in the time that they're giving themselves, like, okay, so let's just say the seasons, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but seasons only used to be 30 days. Now they're like 50, 60 fucking days, right? Like, they're getting longer because of that reason, probably. Is just, they're just brushing off shit, that gives them time to throw a new event in there to distract you with other shit, whatever, right? Whatever the case may be. But I don't think they're creating enough time to allow the effort to be put into the game between the seasons. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when Warzone 1 came out, there was no battle pass.
I don't think so.
Right? I don't think the battle pass thing got implemented until after Caldera, right?
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes, I think like they were like, oh shit, look at Fortnite. They're doing all these skins
So,
and emotes and shit.
yeah. It was
And
something like
we
that,
have
right?
to do that shit
Yeah.
too.
So my thing is look at how successful the game was as a game in its purest form, right? Before you added all this extra fluff. Okay. Now, if you looked at the leak for Modern Warfare 4, they're going backwards, but also going forward. Okay. And what I mean by that is they're getting rid of the obnoxious UI, right? It's going to be a more simplified UI in Modern Warfare 4, kind of like Black Ops 3, I think is what they said, or something like that. It's going to just be simple, just easy UI to navigate, to play the game, and blah, 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 right? There's not going to be like your fucking, loadout and fucking this, and then here's the battle pass, and then here's the store, and then here's all this shit, and then you can click in this, and then click in that, and then click in that, and click in that, and look at all this shit, right? It's going to be simple. Settings, game, multiplayer, co-op, blah, 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 blah. I think even something as small as that makes a big difference on quality of life, right? Because why is there so much shit to navigate through just to get in the game? Now, I understand, right, because of how Warzone is set up, like you need loadouts and shit like that. But my problem with it now is that it worked so well in Verdansk originally. Like, why did we go away from that? Why do we keep straying away from what's worked? Like, I get we're trying to fucking make things, like try new things and like set a standard, right? But I mean, like, it's the whole thing in the military. If it ain't broke, don't fucking fix it, right? Is that how it goes? Yeah, if it ain't broke,
don't fix it.
I don't know why it sounded weird.
But there's always somebody that thinks a change needs to happen that's higher up on the totem pole.
Yeah.
And that thinks their idea is the best idea. And then they got the power to push it down. And then
because it's
changes
money.
happen. And it doesn't go back to the old way that worked until it fails enough.
Right.
So, I mean, maybe that's what this whole Warzone failed. It keeps going closer and closer to. Maybe it'll turn enough heads at Activision or whoever,
Maybe.
Here's my next question too then. So I know you remember Blackout. That was the original Warzone.
That was a shit, by the way.
It was good, and then it just went to shit too. And you would think they would have learned.
It didn't really go to shit. It just it got overshadowed by everything else.
Yeah.
By 2019. Yeah.
Because there was a lot of then there was a lot of the whole cheaters and shit on there. So then Apex Warzone came out, and then it was like, it was good. It was like they fixed a lot of the stuff that they had on there. People were cheating and shit. And that's like you say, if it ain't broken, why even change it and whatnot? So I think that is like you would think they would have learned from Blackout, because I know Blackout eventually just had a shitload of cheaters.
I mean, there's people who went back and played Blackout in 2025, and there's still people that play that game that cheat. It's so, as much as you hate to talk about it, right? Cheating has been in video games since the invention of video games.
Oh, hell yeah. Because you used to have those days typing a cheat code.
GameShark. I had a GameShark. I don't know if y'all know what that is.
You could buy a fucking GameShark with a catalog of what fucking cheat codes to put in, right?
Left, right, up, down, A, whatever. Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you this, right? Now, maybe it's a little different nowadays, but the start of it all were the same people who were making the games. You know what I mean? Like Contra, right? Contra was the first time I had used a GameShark. And it was because of, you can't beat half of the bosses in the fucking game, right? So you get a GameShark and you look up how to fucking beat what to use to beat them, and you do it. But I mean, even as simple as Street Fighter, it was fucking up, down, left, right, Y, B, start, boom. And then you get something. Oh, you get infinite lives or some bullshit like that it was. And you could just never die, right? And that was fucking Super Nintendo. Bro, there was cheats for Zelda, you know what I mean? Like there's different ways. There's always been ways to exploit the game. The evolution of cheating is what the problem is now.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh yeah.
The evolution of cheating, because of the evolution of gaming, the evolution of cheating seems so much worse. But really, it's the same as it's always been. A game comes out, a game gets popular, it becomes hard to beat or hard to play, cheats come out. And I'm pretty sure back in the day, it was the same people who made the game that waited a little while and were like, all right, let's do these exploits and put these exploits and then just make more fucking money. You know what I mean? Like, because coding wasn't a thing back in the day. People weren't fucking breaking into Super Nintendo games and reading the coding in Super Nintendo games.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're fucking what was that? Civilian Schmo. That was his name. I went back and watched the video. I think that's what you said. Civilian Schmo at one time, you know, in his garage with fucking 8 computers hooked up to one fucking CPU, and he's just fucking got his console in there and he's ripping apart games.
Click backing away.
Yeah, man. Like, but yeah, man, I think, I don't know. It kind of troubled me. It just kind of troubled me the way that they went about it, saying that, almost confirming the fact that gaming is not about gaming. It's about popularity, right? It's like, to me, that's like shitting on all of us gamers who try to play the game for enjoyment.
Casual gamers, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what, the casual gamer who plays the game with his buddies just to have a good time. And, you know, they don't, because I don't care how good you think you are or how bad you think you are. Nobody enjoys getting just completely shit on all fucking night. Right? Like, we've all been there. We've had those nights where it's just like, you play 3 fucking games, bro, and you can't even, you know, move 20 feet. And you're like, dude, fuck this. I'm getting off. Right? Like, so nobody at any level enjoys that. And I think to turn around and say that another game in the evolution of your franchise is going to be based on the popularity of that, like, I don't know, man. That's a tough pill to swallow, bro. Like,
yeah, they're putting themselves in the CD case, like,
yeah, exactly that. Yeah, and that's basically what they do, is they're putting themselves on the shelf, because there's absolutely no way with what's been going on in the last 6 to 8 months that you can confidently say that there's going to be enough people to play the game when Verdansk drops to bring Warzone fucking 3 into, or Warzone 4 into fucking Modern Warfare 4. You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't do that. I don't care how much money I was gonna make. If I paid attention, I'd be like, no, you need to pull that tweet right now, because that shit it's not gonna work. Mm-hmm. People are gonna walk away. People are gonna be more probably motivated to walk away at that point.
Walk away, be like, okay, this is our time to stop.
Yeah, like, you're telling me like everything is, you know, relying on Verdansk. I mean, yeah, it's Verdansk. Right? Like, it's like Fortnite OG real quick, right? It's like Fortnite OG. The first 2 weeks, bro, numbers were sky through the roof. Everybody was like, fuck yeah, we're going to play this shit. It's going to be so nice. And then what happens? Everybody goes back to doing whatever the fuck they were doing 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Right? All right, now it's back to going making content and doing da-da-da-da-da. I'm not going to play Fortnite all day, yada, 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 right? That's going to be the same with Verdansk, bro. Fuck, TimtheTatman said it on his stream, like you said. I'm going to go back and play. I'm going to stream it a couple of times. And if it's good, he's going to stream it a couple more times. But 2 weeks from then, it's going to get bored. You know, it's going to get old, right? Something's going to happen, right? The game's going to crash. Oh, fuck this game, blah, blah, blah. And everybody fucking stops playing, right? Like, I don't know, man. It's weird. It's kind of scary and interesting all at the same time. Like, I don't know that we're going to have Warzone to play unless we just go play the old shit.
Guess we're all going to Fortnite.
Never.
You going to Fortnite?
Never. Hell no. Never. I'd rather go to Apex before I do that.
That game looks so corny and cheesy to me, bro. I never was interested in ever trying to play Fortnite. Like, my son's 8, bro, and he's like, Dad, I'm gonna play Fortnite. Yeah, that makes sense, because you're 8. You should go play Fortnite. Exactly. You know what I mean? But just be advised that there's 45-year-old men that have been playing that game for 10 years, and they're gonna be on there shitting on you all day, taking advantage of kids who play that game. So yeah, that was a stab at anybody who plays Fortnite. Come at me, bro. I don't give a fuck. Holla at me. You can text me, I'll give you my address and we'll fucking throw down, because that game sucks. Gay. Anyways.
We can't say that no more, Donnie.
Yeah, Donnie.
I just did twice.
We're gonna get canceled, bro.
Whatever. What is the proper vernacular for somebody who is openly gay? Fortnite? Fair. All right. You like how I did that? Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you can kiss monetization out for Gaming Veterans Unplugged just off of this fucking stream
God
right
damn
now.
it,
Just
Donnie.
off of this video right now. I'm just kidding. Gaming is gaming, bro. Whatever game you like, whatever game you play, man, enjoy it. Just don't let it fucking ruin your life.
There you go. Spike it back
Don't
up.
force it on
man.
them. Don't force it on me.
Yeah, exactly. Just you play your own games. I'll play mine. Well, yeah, whatever. So, speaking of which, this weekend I'm about to go check out this retro arcade they just opened up in Abilene. Dope, bro.
Oh, nice.
Pinball machines, bro. Stand up arcade, joystick play. Like it's like $15, bro. Free play all night.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
And for my buddies who partake, they have a bar, so they close it to kids 21 and under at 9:00, and then it's open till 2 in the morning.
That's like we have a place here called Cider Bar, I think is what it's called. Or and there's another one called, what was it called then? Was it called Free Play that we went to in Arlington?
Yeah, that's what this one is.
Free play.
That's what this one is.
Okay.
It's a free play Abilene. They just came from Dallas or whatever, so they expanded out here. So they just opened it like last week was their grand opening and shit. So I was like, man, I'm gonna go check it out. I heard it's cool. Yeah, I mean that's me, bro, all day, bro. I'm gonna bring a roll of quarters, even though I don't have to put quarters in, just cause I want to. Right? Like, what's up?
Just take your camera, man. Just go.
That's why I used to. Hey, that's why I used to do after school, bro. I get a roll of quarters, man. My mom give me $5, bro. I turn that shit into quarters. I have the little brown paper. I be at the what's that? At the Metroid machine or something, just breaking them in half, just clean, trying to get high score, and then you get your initials, your 3 initials up at the top. Ooh, boy, that was the days. That was what gaming was about back in the day. Be like 8 people crowd around you looking at you like, oh man, you're a hot breath, bro. I'm sweating. Get off of me. Back it up. So that'll be fun, man. I have to let you guys know how it goes.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna bring my kiddos though, so we're gonna go early in the day. I'm gonna show them what real gaming is about. Oh, what happened? You died? Oh, it's because you actually suck at the game. It's hard. Huh? It's hard with just one stick and 2 buttons. Yeah, it is. Golly, gaming has come so far, bro. I got 8 buttons on my fucking controller now. So, anyways, we're gonna cut it because Daniel doesn't like to edit long shit, and Jose's taking over, so we got to make it simplified for him. You know, it's like Braille.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
So
this is about to be a 3-minute long podcast if you go past it any longer.
Everything's black, just audio. Jose, what happened? I don't know, bro.
It was too long.
I don't know. Copy and paste, man. You guys told me it was easy. Daniel lied.
Are you gonna have the intro, you laughing and you saying bye? That's it.
Get on fucking YouTube on Monday and there's 2 videos, episode 5. Like, what? Like, you got to try to sync up the video and the fucking audio file together to watch it and shit. Like, I was like, what happened? I said you had this now, bro. I don't know, bro. So I don't know. They said you had to pay, and I said, nope. Give me the free trial. This is what came out. So,
Damn.
anyways, man. Anyways. Well, but thanks for joining us. Episode 5. We'll see you next week. Holla.
Peace.
Peace out.